Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. What's up, Xenofusion? How you doing? Good evening. What's up, fake Nyaks? How you doing? What's up, Miko? What's going on? What's good? How's life? Whew. Katie, how you doing? YouTube Beardg for life. How's it going? Hope you're doing all right. Piotros Hybrid. What's up, my friend? How you doing? What's up, mate? What's up, Ranj? How you doing? Starkiller 889. What's up, my friend? Wasim. Hello. Hello. Agoon Pro. Wow, good to see you around here, man. It's been a while. Oh, hi. What's up, awesome Nader? How you doing? Justin, what's going on? Going for a bath, but listening to my boy. You go, okay, going for a bath. Enjoy that bath. Relax, soak it in. Have the bubbles. The second I saw the title, I went and died. GG. I mean, that's exactly what my face is in that picture. Is, oh, wow. Really? Are they doing this? Are they doing this? Because that, like, I thought I was, like, just kind of hoping that, you know, the Coffee Lake refresh would keep everything mostly the same and then just give us a higher end lineup. But it appears that they're just going to be like, hey, no hyper-threading. You don't deserve that. Oh, you want 8 cores? Guess what? You get 8 threads. Because that's how we do it. That's the only way we can keep it at TDP. I don't know. Obviously, this is still not confirmed. If you check the links in the video description, it is coming from multiple sources. There is a SciSoft database entry, and then there was a website called Cool Lawler, which was showing that the i7 version is going to be 8 cores and 8 threads, and there will be an i9 that is 8 cores and 16 threads with a base clock of 3.6 gigahertz and a boost of 5 gigahertz. And 95 watt TDP on all of that. Who knows if that's actually gonna be reality? Depends on the workload. Looks like AMD just grabbed every single workstation PC. Yes and no. Like, obviously, Intel is still gonna have the IPC lead, and they're still going to have the clock speed lead. But as far as like hyper-threading and the amount of core, like the actual amount of threads you're able to run simultaneously, if you need more of those, like, Threadripper's the way to go, and then the 9900K. The 9900K is going to be better than the 2700X. Make no mistake about that. Unless AMD does have the 2800X lying in wait, like the i9 9900K is going to be the best CPU that you can get on the market for consumers. And even that's not really a consumer CPU at that point. Oh, Katie Mason with a $1.99 dono. Thank you so much for the DONONONO. You get a high five. Thank you so much for the DONONONO. Intel, why? Why, Intel? Don't you know this is not what your consumers want? Do you think NVIDIA will increase MSRP prices on the next-gen GPUs? Oh, yeah. Guaranteed. No doubt about it. GDDR6 ain't cheap. What's up, Brett? How you doing, Rita? Okay, I got it. Intel HPC roadmap places 10-nanometer Ice Lake release in 2020. Yeah, Ice Lake is the server stuff. We're not talking about... What's the one that's supposed to come after Coffee Lake? Wasn't Ice Lake? No, Katie, stop it. I don't care if you're donating. Stop. That's stupid. Do you think the 1180 will be more than 700 euros? What was the launch price of the 1080 Ti in euros? Because I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it would have been nice to keep the current lineup and have a cool consumer level i9. Yeah, but no, the i9 is still, it's just like, no, it's not. It's not an i9. You're being turds. You're doing it for marketing. This should just be an i7. It's consumer level. It's fitting on your LJ1151 socket. It shouldn't be an i9. Like the i7 should have hyper-threading, which I guess then you have no distinguishing between the product lineups. And so, stop it, Intel. Stop. No, Whiskey Lake is the oh crap, we couldn't come up with 10 nanometer on consumer. It's not Canyon Lake. That's what it is. My goodness. Canyon Lake. That's what I was thinking. Yes, Joe, thank you. Is that an official statement or a rumor that dropping hyper-threading? So it's been confirmed in 2 different places. It's technically a rumor. There was a website called Coolaller, which dropped it. It appears to be a Chinese website who listed the entire product stack. And then on the Psy software database, we have an input. Somebody has tested the i7 9700K, which has 8 threads. So it's 2 different places that are reporting it at the same time. Can basically, I would trust this one. Obviously, you don't have to. It's still just a rumor, but I would trust it. What about Mr. Ridiculous? Have you seen my 7-bit dog? Don't worry, he can't bite. Bad! Bad, Mr. Ridiculous! No! Stop that crap! It's time to stop, Intel! It's time to stop! Do you go live Monday to Friday? No, just usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But a special exception's made today. 8 cores still better, 6 cores, 12 threads. In certain instances, yes, and in certain instances, it won't be. Having those extra threads will make a difference in certain environments. Hey, what's up, Wes? How you doing? If AMD is not releasing GPUs anytime soon, so will NVIDIA announce theirs in August, September? Yeah, because I don't think NVIDIA is really trying to compete with AMD at this point. I think they're just trying to make money. And if they view, August, September as being the best time for them to make money, it's not about competition. It's about the dollar signs. No, Wasim, I'm not even reading that one. Yeah, so I'm going to jump ship on the blue team and go Threadripper. I open way too many things at the same time. So you need like 32 cores? What? Year of the Ryzen. Do you need more than 4 threads for gaming now? Yes. Absolutely. Yes. BB. What's up, Ash Bash? How you doing? How's it going? They have no reason to make new GPUs right now. What they have is selling? No, it's not. It is not selling. And then they also have the tech media kind of against them. Like, all we're doing is creating pent-up anticipation of the next-gen cards, which means people are indeed just buying less current-gen cards. I kind of feel like AMD has lowered their prioritization on GPU and put it on CPUs. Yeah, that seems about right. I mean, Vega wasn't that great. They're not really doing anything with Polaris. It's just kind of not going. Would you say the 7700K is outdated for gaming? No, I wouldn't say it's outdated. I'd just say that you can do better. Oh, Astronomics in here? What's up, Ash? Soldering the IHS, that's a possibility. Again, that was also a rumor. Who knows if that one's going to turn out to be true. That, as far as I've seen, that was only one source that kind of said that. So we'll have to see if that actually happens. I think AMD wants to do good in consoles. Maybe. We'll see. So do you need RAM off the list given the motherboard, or can you just pick up whatever RAM you want? You usually can just pick up whatever RAM you want. The QVL list is not about compatibility. It's about who's paying the motherboard manufacturer. Like, that's all it is. Yes, technically it is about compatibility and they are certifying it, but how do you get the certification process? You have to pay them. Sup from Saudi Arabia. Thanks so much, Joey, for the $1. Here's your high five. Ugh. Much appreciated. How long will my 2600X last me? However long it lasts you. I don't know. I don't know what current or future workloads are going to be like in games or professional applications. I'm not a wizard, okay? I'm not a foresight wizard man, okay? I'm Brett. I play at 4K 60 FPS with an i3 6300 and a GTX 1080 just fine. Well, you do not play 4K 60 FPS with a 1080 unless you're not playing like actual intense games. Baloney! UFD wizard. I'm not a wizard. AMD earnings predictions? Probably a lot. Probably a lot of money. This came out again, Reese. This is your fault. This is because we don't have a jingle. UFD Tech, explain the title, please. There have been a couple leaks that have appeared that seem to indicate that Intel is going to drop the Intel Core i7 9700K with 8 cores and just 8 threads. You placed me in timeout. You think, no, I just think that you're trolling and I don't like it. And if you comment again, you're getting a straight up ban. Is an i7 8700 enough for a GTX 1080? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You don't need more than that. Hey, what's up, DCY? What's going on? Brett, Steam just updated the whole chat system. I saw that. I saw that updated on one of our PCs. I don't have it. I didn't do the update on my computer, but I saw it today in the office. Stop it with Steam. YouTube won't let me donate. If you want to donate and you don't have Super Chat, you can check the link in the video description, the streamlabs.com/UFDiscipleMedia. That makes it possible for you to stream if you're not in one of the YouTube-approved countries. I'll send oil next time. I can't drink oil. Yeah, the Steam updated chat looks like Discord. Rip. Rip Discord. You think 1080 Ti is bad? In my place, a 1080 Ti is $1,400. That's expensive, but I mean, that's about what we've always been paying here in South Africa. So Streamlabs is better because all the money goes to Brett. YouTube takes 30% of Super Chats. That is true. What is with your hair? What do you mean? What do you mean? I have a baby. He messes with my hair. And I just, like, I was running late for stream, and so I just, like, kind of just came out here, all right? Added more features. Like what? What new features are in the new Steam chat stuff going on? Steam's beta. Is it a beta? Because it seems like it's, like, rolling out. Is there any chance AMD 7nm will get delayed? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're perfectly on track, which is the best thing that could be happening for them. Mr. Riculous, $2, an honorable DONONONO. No spam allowed. That's right, Mr. Riculous. Mr. Riculous, the honorable. The true, the just. The high-fiveable. Mr. Riculous. Here you go. High five. It's not a beta. Also, you can send images now. Nice. Brett has strong hair, like is perfect for them. What is perfect for them? What? What are you saying, Memo? Lisa Sue seemed pretty excited about Zen 2, so I think we might get to see Ryzen push Intel around. Yeah. No, Intel's in a rough place with their CPUs. They have nothing new on the process technology. AMD will. And AMD, like, TSMC's 7nm is better than Intel's 10nm by some external accounts. So AMD is, if they can actually release Zen 2 in March, April of next year, they're going to absolutely mop the floor with Intel. Obviously, they still have to deal with, like, bad mind share and people not really thinking a whole lot of them, but Intel's in a rough place right now, and they're just not doing anything to help themselves. Richard Delfranco, $1.99. Enjoy your streams. I enjoy you being here. Thanks so much for the DONONONO. High five. Ugh. I hope you high-fived your screen, because that's the only way those high-five work. Where are those triangles behind you? They are the Nanoleaf Auroras. I think high GDR prices are preventing low GPU prices. Can you do a video addressing it? We've discussed it, and it's not the reason why GPUs can't go below MSRP. That's not the reason. The reason GPUs haven't been going below MSRP is due to greedy distributors. Simple as that. The soldered Intel move, if true, I'm in support for it. I hate delidding. Oh, yeah, I absolutely agree. If Intel is actually soldering their chips, that's going to be a good thing for a lot of people. Obviously, it makes it difficult for extreme overclockers and the like. And yes, liquid metal might be better than soldering, but that doesn't mean that overall people are going to have a much better experience. When is the AMD heater PC video coming out? I mean, the new one. I think we canned that idea. I think we couldn't get it working in time. Is there any option for me to increase my FPS in gaming? FX 6300. I have an RX 460, and I know the bottleneck will be there. If I got a 1060, would it still be decent improvement? Yeah, you should still see decent improvement. The 6300 isn't fantastic, but it shouldn't be bottlenecking a 460. What cell phone do you use? Pixel 2 XL. And what are your views about Apple's throttling and anti-repair practices? I haven't looked into the throttling update that they said it was a software bug. I haven't really watched the follow-up. I definitely should, and I will. And it seems like they're actually addressing it as opposed to like Bendgate where they just completely ignore whether or not it's happening. Should I upgrade my i7 2600 to a 3770K? Or an i5 4790K? I can only afford one at the moment. These are secondary PCs for LAN parts. I don't know, my friend. Oh, donation $4. Can you sing Hot News like you used to do some time ago? I love the way you did it jingle-like style. Like, Hot news. Hot news. Something like that. Is that what you're looking for, Mario? Because that's what you got. High five to you. Thanks so much for the DONONONO. Any info on the night gen being soldered? No hyper-threading. So yeah, that's okay. The soldered thing was only one source, and it doesn't seem very likely. The hyper-threading thing is coming out of multiple places, and it is on the Size Software database entry. So it looks like somebody actually was testing this CPU. So it's the core. You can check the links in the video description of the stream. That's where they are. But it definitely appears like Intel is doing away with hyper-threading on the i7. The top of the line i7, we're going to get 8 cores and just 8 threads, which, I mean, from Intel's perspective, makes sense. The only way that they can increase is by improve is by increasing core and thread count, because they're not going to get a process technology boost because they're on 14 nanometer plus, and they've basically tapped it out at this point. We might get a couple hundred more megahertz, but nothing substantial. And so this is how they differentiate. If they want an 8-core 16 thread, but they still want i7s to sell, they need to make the i7s 8 threads, which I get it. I understand it. I think it's stupid, and I hate Intel right now for being dumb. No Intel chip is worth it. You spend the extra money if you want extra speed. Like, it's guaranteed to be the fastest. Like, the 9700K is going to be great. The 9900K is going to be great. But it's sad. It just doesn't feel like Intel is trying to appease their consumers. It feels like they're drowning and they're trying to remember how to swim. Are you hyped for Battlefield 5? No, I am not. Are NVMe drives worth the price premium over normal SSD drives? Not for most people, but for like prosumers, definitely. The lack of hyperthreading really speaks to Intel's reluctance to move off of the 14 nanometer platform. It's not reluctance. They don't have the technology. They haven't figured 10 nanometer out. They admitted that. They have nowhere to go. Like, Intel is stuck, and this is them trying to figure out, one, holy crap, we have competition we have to deal with, so we need to do something. And two, holy crap, our new technology isn't ready, so we have nothing new to actually release. So what do we do? Oh, Psycon DS donated $5. Shut up and take my money. Of course I'll take your money. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Much love, fam. High five. So Intel will be the underdog soon. I think around March, April of next year, we're going to see AMD absolutely destroy them. And that's not what I want. I don't want AMD destroying Intel. I want them both to have healthy, competitive products, which the 9900K absolutely will be. It'll be a very competitive product. But as soon as AMD switches to 7 nanometers, hypothetically, my speculation, as soon as they do that, Intel's still going to be stuck on 14 nanometers, and we're going to see AMD spank Intel for all of the naughty practices that they've done. And not in a good way. This is not a friendly, like, Good job, Team Smeg. This is a, how dare you get the paddle in the headmaster's office. So I should wait a half a year to get 7 nanometer. I'm not saying that, but I do think that the jump to 7 nanometer is going to be substantial. Like, it could be on, so it's not going to be a 40% IPC increase that they did from like the FX lineup to Ryzen, but it is going to be good. The real XESC, it's pronounced the real Shesk. Okay, you said it right there. You and your staff and your channel are just all awesome. Thanks, The Real Shesk. Much appreciated. Thank you for your 100 kroner. Really much love to you, my friend. High five. High five. High five. We compared the 1950X versus the 7980XE. The 7980XE is better. Like, there's no arguing that. The 7980XE clocks higher, is just faster, and has more cores. What does AMD have right now? They do not have the better chips. They are not beating Intel on a one-to-one basis. They're beating them on value. And Intel's not going to compete here. With the new launch, I would be so surprised if Intel dropped their prices. That's what they need to do in order to remain relevant, but they're not going to. Matt D. Farmer, $3.50 Canadian pesos. Is UDF turning into a tech news only channel? No, we are not. I can understand your concern there. The reason we've been doing news is just because we haven't had time to really get to other content. We've been trying our best to put that out, but it's been very difficult. And tech news has been something that you guys have responded well to and has allowed us to kind of keep the channel going because, I mean, the views on the tech news is good enough to kind of pay everybody's salary. So that's been nice. Thanks for the videos, mate. No problem, Noble. Thanks for dropping in. But we are absolutely... Oh, thanks for the follow on Twitch! Like, we are not planning on being a tech news only channel. Like, we didn't release tech news yesterday. Technically, it was tech news. The video that's coming out tonight is not tech news. The video that's coming out tomorrow is not tech news. I'm not sure if we'll have a video on Friday. Friday might be news again. I've never seen so much DONONONOs in such a short time. I have, my friend. We've had some crazy DONONONO times here on the UFD Tech channel. Especially when we did that charity stream. You guys went ham. $6,000. Aren't you getting slack from Twitch because of YouTube? What do you mean slack? What? Am I getting slack? Yeah, not having to compete really hurt them this year. They jumped to a sub 10 nanometer chip is crazy expensive, and the level of money they all need to dump into R&D to catch up will really hurt share prices. Yeah. No hyper-threading, and if 9th gen isn't soldered, Intel needs to take the L, and AMD will win this race. IMO, keep being you, Brett. You need a ton more subs. Thank you so much, Universal Poner 21. Poner sounds... I haven't said that. I haven't said pone in years. Decades. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. High five, by the way. Thanks so much for the DONONONO. I agree. If it's not soldered, because that was just a that was a rumor that we can't necessarily trust. If it's not soldered, and they are also releasing an i7 with no hyper-threading, what do you do at that point? Like, it just feels like Intel is not going forward. Any mobile of server news? What? All right. I don't know what you mean by that. So the i7 won't have hyper-threading. What will be the difference between the i5? So the leaked specs, which, yes, still air quotes, we're not sure it's exactly there yet. The leaked specs is that the i5 is going to stay the same. We're still getting 6 cores and 6 threads. The i7 will then become 8 cores with just 8 threads. No hyper-threading whatsoever. And then the desktop i9 will be 8 cores and 16 threads. So basically... Sorry, my wife just messaged me. Yeah, so basically they're just shifting everything up. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, the Core i3 was 2 cores and 4 threads for the longest time, right? And then the Pentium was 2 cores and 2 threads. And then it became 2 cores and 4 threads on the Pentium, and the i3 still stayed 2 cores and 4 threads. Now they've made it 4 cores, 4 threads. It seems like they're just shifting everything up. Like, they turned the Pentium into an i3. They're turning the i3 into an i5 with no hyper-threading. They're turning the i5 into an i7, and the i7 is now an i9. It's a marketing ploy. That's all it is. And it makes me angry. It makes me frustrated. It makes me grouchy. Because this isn't what I think is the best thing for the industry. The best thing for the industry is for Intel to be on 10 nanometers and then for AMD to be on 7. Don't the new Pentiums have hyper-threading turned on? Yeah, that was my point. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear enough. I'm going to go get McDonald's. Enjoy, Mr. Ridiculous. I wish I could do a McDonald's stream, but unfortunately I don't have my internet. Which GPU for Ryzen 2600, 1066 gig or RX 580 8 gig? Whichever one's cheaper. They're both about the same. You'll be fine. What does NM mean? Nanometers. I know lower is better, but what it really does. So it's just how small are they making the parts? Like, the reason a gaming laptop can have 6 cores and 12 threads like this is because the CPU process technology has gotten smaller. The parts that they use to make it has gotten smaller. Therefore, it's more power efficient and therefore can go faster. That's basically what it equates to. It draws less power and goes faster. What are your thoughts about consoles possibly having Ryzen integrated with them in the future? I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Much appreciated. Smaller nanometer, more efficient, less heat, higher clocks. That's more or less basically it. I'd go with his recommendation in today's video. Don't buy a new graphics card unless you absolutely need it. Wait a few months, like I'm already planning on doing. Yeah, I don't think now's a good time. Even if the 11 series doesn't drop, I see graphics card prices going down. I could be wrong, but that's what I predict. Universe Opponent 21. If that's the case, I agree with Linus in the Rain video about Intel. Sounds like I'm sticking with the X99 for a while. No solder, no buy for me. That makes sense. High five, by the way. Another dono. Ah. You're going ham tonight. Thank you so much. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Intel or Linus got it right when he called them out two years ago at Computex. Gamers Nexus got it right when they called Intel out this year. It just feels like what I don't even know. Where's my thumbs up? There it is. Thanks for the photo on Twitch. Much appreciated. That burp had hyperthreading. It did indeed. Sorry, was that burp was 8 out of 10? That wasn't even a good one. What are you talking about? Don't rate those. Ha, thanks for the photo on Twitch. Are you going to Gamescom? No, I am not. I do not want to do any more international travel this year. I have gone from South Africa to America, from America to South Africa, from South Africa back to America, from America to South Africa, and then from South Africa to Taiwan, and from Taiwan back to South Africa, all in the span of 3 months. That hurt my body. That hurt my brain. I have no desire to go on any more international flights. Thanks for the photo on Twitch! Times 2. And, like, NVIDIA didn't invite me to the press conference that's happening at Gamescom. They don't care about me, so, you know, I'm just going to swallow. Like, if they have a live stream press conference, I will wake up no matter what time of night or day it is, and we will stream that together and enjoy it. Thanks for the photo on Twitch! Have you ever used a Mac? Yes, I have. Can we get your longest follow on Twitch? Maybe. That's not a nice name. I'm not going to thank you for that. So with the GPU, I really want a GT 1030 would drop price. Yeah, no, the 1030 should still drop price. Thanks for the photo on Twitch! Universe Opponent 21, epic gas explosion. Here's more money, Senpai. Thank you so much, Universe Opponent. High five. It's not about the money, but the money keeps the streams going. I will tell you that. I'm living in Germany, hyped for Gamescom. That sounds great, dude. Let me know how it is. Like, have you gone before? Like, what's the energy like? What's the show floor like? I'd like to know. Luis Felipe Conrado, €5. What do you think about the Swedish student that tried to prevent the deportation of Afghan asylum seeker by refusing to sit down on flight? I don't even know what you're talking about. That sounds like something I'm going to hear about on Philly D. High five, by the way. The Swedish student that tried to prevent the deportation of an Afghan asylum seeker by refusing to sit down on the flight. So, like, the Swedish student was standing up and then prevented the takeoff of the flight so that the Afghani person wasn't going to get deported. Do I have that right? Okay. I don't know anything about that, but, I mean, standing up for one's principles is always a good thing, as long as the principles are noble and honorable, which, I mean, we could have a debate about deportation and whether or not people should legally be in countries, but, I mean, if, like, I guess I'm nearly always more for human rights than I am about country rights. I don't want to get into that, but yeah. Today we're giving you exclusive preview of the brand new MSI graphics cards. What is this? MSI Gaming. Oh, AMD graphics cards? What? MSI streamed live 5 hours ago. Exclusive preview of brand new MSI graphics cards. That has to be like their Armor Mark II. What's your favorite Steven Seagal movie and why? I don't think I've ever seen a movie with Steven Seagal in it. High five, though. Thanks for the DONONONO. It's very good, organized every year. I've had no problems with it, and there's literally everything. That sounds nice. Oh, why am I battery power now? What the heck happened? Oh, I unplugged it. Rip, I'm sorry if the stream had issues. Whoopsie. I unplugged my laptop. Will you add me on Fallout 76 while it's out? I'm not going to get Fallout 76. How do I link my Amazon account with my Twitch account? I actually don't know. I'm trying to watch this MSI live stream. Okay. We're going to watch this together because this is crazy. 5? Okay, that feels about right. But that's wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and add screen capture. Are you guys ready for this? Wait. Let me delete that. So MSI just streamed this an hour ago. Let's figure this out together. What's happening here? Because I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure those are just like 580 crap things. Oh, wow. Oh, my, sorry. 1080, 60. Yeah, ARX 580. Those are just their Mark IIs. Okay. Mech 2? Is it Mech 2? It might be Mark 2. I can't see. Yeah. Here's on 144p default. Yeah, it defaulted to that because of the speed of the playback. Oh, I have this stream running at 4.1 times speed. I'm just trying to figure out what he's saying. Alright, 6 times. Oh, thanks for the sub on Twitch. High five. Okay, so I think this is just about their mech cards. This isn't about new generation stuff. Okay, yeah, this is not worth watching. Okay, sorry, just want to explore that together. But, yeah. Whoops. Stop talking. I wasn't talking. He wasn't saying anything important. Basically, it's about their Armor Mech 2 or whatever crap. Rebanned RX 580 because NVIDIA copyrighted the word gaming. Yeah, so basically, that appears to be a GPB aftermath. I use a 1070 Ti and a FreeSync monitor. Why do I not get screen tearing without VSync? You do. You're just not noticing it. Yeah, those are the MSI GPP. Once you get copyright, I doubt they're going to copy strike me for that. MSI want to do that. And if they will, I'll just complain to them. Talk about the Amiga or C6 Commodore 64 if you like. Were you on the scene back in the days? No, I'm not that old. I'm not old enough for that, unfortunately. High five, though. Yeah, that's before my time, unfortunately. I'm only 28. I think those were still around when I was born, but not when I was old enough to play games. The first thing that I did was the PlayStation 1. That was the first console I ever had. I bet Asus is still upset about the GPP thing. Maybe. We'll see. At high frame rate, it's hard to notice screen sharing. Yeah, that's true. Is it possible to build a laptop with real competence, not Raspberry Pi or something like that? Yeah, there's companies that build laptops with like full desktop class stuff in it. He's faking his age for views. Oh, okay. That's why I put my age in every single one of the video titles, so that you guys would. Would an RX 560, 580 benefit from 9 gigabit per second memory? I'm sure they would to some extent, but not really. Not really big. Hi, Brett. Are you lip syncing this stream? Probably, maybe a little bit, but not. I do not use it at high frame rate. I lock it to 60. It's probably still there. It's probably still there. Can you recommend any good 144 Hz FreeSync 1080p monitor under 25 inch $300? All of those specifications do not ring any bells to me because I don't look into that. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. My mom don't believe that you're live. I mean, why would, what? Why? That you build a laptop, not a company. I'm sure it's possible. Like, there are modders out there. There's that one guy. Is it Edward Zarek who's turned in like who's turned the Xbox and the PlayStation into laptops? So if you could do that, you could turn a desktop into a laptop. You just have to have modding capabilities because it's not going to be standard at all. What laptop do you use to stream? It is the Wootware Wootbook. Ah, yeah. Look at this. Look at how thin this thing is. 6 cores, 12 threads, GTX 1060. Meets all my needs. 120 hertz screen. Let's not forget that. Amazing. Love it. Does everything I need it to and more. Sponsored by Wootware, of course. But not paid to say good things about them. Good question. How does he set video playback to 4 times on YouTube? So I have a Chrome extension called Video Speed Controller. And then I can control the speed on any video at all in Chrome. Like even GIFs, I can play back at multiple time speeds. And 3 times is a bare minimum for me. I can't tolerate anything less than that. Like my greatest day ever for the mobile app on YouTube was when they allowed speed adjustments. I still can't get it above 2, so I prefer to watch on my desktop. But like 3 times minimum, 4 times is like really good. Sometimes I can't understand people at 4 times, so I dial it back to 3.5. But like I watch movies and TV shows on like 3.5 times speed. Clevo laptops. What happened to laptop made by Wootware? Yeah, it's Clevo. It's a Clevo OEM. So, but they call it the Wootware Wootbook. It's a branding thing. But yeah, Clevo's the one who makes it, and they make phenomenal laptops. It's actually pretty decent. Is Crossfire worth it anymore? No, it's not. Why do you have the Soldier Boy hairline? I don't even know what that is, but because my hair has naturally fallen that way, I'm so sorry. Is Zhaif proper pronunciation? Yes, Zhaif. Z-H-A-I-F would be the phonetic spelling. Zhaif. Threadripper 1900X is selling for less than an 8700K, but is the 1900X even worth getting? It's not worth getting on a gaming perspective if you need 8 cores and 16 threads only, and you also need 64 PCI Express lanes with quad channel memory. You should know if you need those things. Then yeah, it's still definitely worth getting. So there ain't any more new drivers now? What are you talking about? New drivers for what? Are you talking about drivers for Crossfire? Because, like, there's drivers, but it's not based on AMD to make it work. It's based on the game developer, and they're just not doing that. Looking for a used GPU to complete, and I was wondering if you would sell one of the GPUs behind you. No, I would not. Best GPU to buy if you're building or upgrading. GTX 1066 gig? It depends on the price. Do you think desktops are dying? No. There was that one report that came out that said that they're not. I do think that we're in the middle of a mobile revolution, which is going to completely alter how we interact with the internet and technology. I don't think desktops are dying. I think that they will just have a more niche place in the market. Daniel Brockwell with the £2 DONONONO. Thanks for that video. Spit up info. Great stream. Thanks, Daniel. Much appreciated. Thanks for the donation. High five. Much appreciated. Only 67 likes. Guys, smash that like button. That is right, Emmer. People should smash that like button. Guys, don't forget. You are better than 67 likes. I will tell you that. Universe Opponer 21. Here's an even 20 pounds of dough. All good people should move to America. Well, Pone is always awesome. Look forward to a mil subs. You're the tet spret. Thanks, Universe Opponer. Much appreciated. Thanks again for the last DONONONO. High five. All good people should move to America. I'm not sure I can necessarily agree with your comment. But okay. Will you do a giveaway anytime soon? Probably not. The likes went boom. Of course, because you guys just have to be reminded that you're better than what you actually do. That like spike. That's right. We're over 100 now. That's right, baby. Y'all got my back. I just need to mention it, and then you do it. Thank you so much. He's giving away all the dank tech news. That's right. 101 likes. Come on. Come on. We can do better than that. I know we can, but I thank you guys for trying hard. You just need to get good. Not ever dying because there will always be people who want desktop machines to keep it going. It's just that your mom probably doesn't have a desktop anymore. That sounds like an insult, but it is a true statement. Reese, where is our dang jingle, friend? Hello from Tampa, Florida. What's up, a wandering troll? Long time no see. Glad to have you around here. The thing with mining, people, if you can afford it, it's worth it. Well, then again, mining isn't necessarily about profit. It's nice, but it's also about helping the currency. For most people, mining's just about the profit. Let's just be real. Is AMD Stormy worth it? You should do a video on it. We are going to do a video on it. As far as I can tell, all of the videos I've seen is definitely worth it. Definitely do. I'm in Clearwater, Florida. My friend, I was in Clearwater, Florida several times in like February to April. Over the past 9 hours, I've gotten 26 flood warnings. This isn't going to be fun. Piercecraft, I'm so sorry. That sucks. So what are your thoughts on Intel i7 ditching hyperthreading? I think it's them floundering in a giant pool of their own filth. That's what I think of it. I don't know if that's clear enough. RGB or an extra gig of RAM? RGB, why would I need 1 more gig of RAM? Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Much appreciated. Much appreciated when you guys follow me on Twitch. What I would prefer more, to be quite frank, is that you guys watch me on Twitch. All right? I would like that. I would like viewership on Twitch more than just these follows that's happening. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the follows, though. Still miss the GPU licks. I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody and always. Will Intel replace hyperthreading with a different tech? It doesn't appear to be that way. It appears that Intel is only going to be extending hyperthreading to their i9 series, which is just absolute garbage. It appears that the Pentium and the i9 will be the only chips that have hyperthreading. And it's not because they've deemed hyperthreading is not usable. It's because they freaking deemed that they can only compete by segmenting things differently with marketing. Thanks for the follow on Twitch! UFD Singer, of course. Well, does he even read Twitch chat? Of course I do, Huey. Of course I do. 50%. 50% what? RGB makes you 50% better at everything, or so I've heard. Glad I found the channel. Simple, no nonsense tech news. Thanks, Etienne. Is that how I say your name? I don't even know. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Etienne? I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry. He does. People just need to talk more on Twitch. Yeah, that'd be great. Would like to watch on Twitch, but bad internet won't allow me to stream properly at 720p. I'm sorry, Rumi. Rumi's man. Oh, YouTube stream has lower latency. Yes, it indeed does. Twitch has worse latency than YouTube. Will I start to notice screen tearing if I buy the 1180? Probably not. Will the Titan XP be worth getting now? Only if it drops to like 700. No. No. It needs to be around $500. Twitch audio is slightly behind. That sucks. I can't fix it on one stream. Thanks for the follow on Twitch! Yeah. Nail in the coffin for Intel? No, I don't think it's the nail in the coffin for them. I don't think that this is... Thanks for the follow on Twitch! I don't think this is a long-term issue. I feel like Intel is going to have a horrific 2019, which is why they ousted the CEO. They could see it coming. 2020 is going to be good for them. 2019 is going to suck. Thanks for the follow on Twitch! Oh, I'm so sorry. Gassy today. Hey, should I get a 980 or a 1066 gig? I'd go with the 1060. You might lose in some games. The 980 is probably better in a few games, but the 1060, better power efficiency, probably better support for like APIs going forward. I would just always get the newer one. Universal Poner 21. Good, as in people coming here for a better life, not to cause harm. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Any info on a spike to crypto like what happened November to March? Need money. I have nothing. I'm not into pump and dump stuff. High five, though. Thanks for the no again. Oh, and Matt Pones, thanks for the photo on Twitch. Why not set up a Discord? We do have a Discord. I just neglect it. I neglect our Discord. That's as simple as it gets there. Is there even going to be an 1180 until the end of next year? I doubt it. No, I think it'll come out this year. I have your stream on both YouTube and Twitch, and you repeat with huge latency is hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, rip. Why are you running so hot? What is with the CPU? Whoa. Why am I at 100% CPU utilization? Why is Chrome using that much? What the crap? What the fart knock around Chrome is using all that CPU? That's not it. Is it this one? That was part of it. Sorry, friends. Give me a sec, please. Trying to resolve it so that we have a better life together. I want our lives to be smooth and silky, like a smooth silk pajama. I'm really not even paying attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth. What is it the Twitch? No. Is it this? Like, what is it even? Is it Facebook? I don't even have Chrome open anymore. What is killing my Chrome? Oh my goodness. I'll have to kill Chrome, which means the Twitch chats, or the chats are going to go bye-bye. The chats are bye-bye. I'm pulling them back up. Please don't talk to me until I can read what you're saying. I love you guys. No, I don't want those. I need somebody and always. The sick, strange darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. And as I stared, I counted the webs from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides, like my indecision to call you. Well, and hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Won't you stop this pain tonight? Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. I miss you. Don't waste your time. Okay, you guys can chat now. I have the chats back up. I'm so sorry. I don't know what was going on with Chrome. It just decided to eat all of my CPU. All of it. It got quite hungry. Not sure why, but it did. There we go. If the 9900K costs $400 plus, would you consider it a mainstream processor? No, but it's definitely going to cost more than $400. Nearly guaranteed. Sing some yellow card. There's a place off Ocean Avenue where I used to sit and talk with you. We were both 16 and your fish are right. Sleeping all day, stepping up all night. It says your streaming rig is AMD Ryzen Threadripper 9050X. Yeah, I need to update that. I mean, I still have that system. I just don't use it for streaming anymore. I probably will again at some point. But the Wootware Wootbook's amazing now. I do not have a nice voice. You're lying. You are a liar. Now I cannot trust any comment you ever give me again. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you. You see, it's true. Peace. Cheers, Cody. Thanks for dropping in. How long do you keep the stream up? I don't know. We'll see. Hello from Denmark. Will a Ryzen 7 1700X be a bottleneck to a 1080 Ti? It possibly, yeah, it definitely will be at 1080p if you're trying to go for like 180 hertz. But if you're doing a high refresh rate or if you're doing a higher resolution, you should be fine. Where is the Antminer Z9? I have no idea. Isn't that supposed to launch in like September? Joke's on you. I have an i7 6700K hyper-threading. RIP. 1080 21 by 9 screen any good for non-gaming purposes? Only if it's 25 inch. Anything bigger than 25 inch that's 21 by 9 has to be at least 1440p in my opinion. Otherwise it's just pixel city. You can see everything. Sing hot news one more time please. I'll have to go soon. Hot news. So is there any consistency as to what an i7 is? Before the thing separating i7s was hyper-threading, is there any consistent rule for what an i7 is now? No, there's not. Intel is throwing all of it out the window. It used to be like i9. You could guarantee that's a high-end desktop chip with quad-channel memory. Now, it's a mobile chip. It's a freaking overclocked i7. That's all it is. It's garbage. A Ryzen 5 2600 kills 6700K. Yeah, I don't know about kills, but yeah, it's pretty good. 375 is good for a 1080. Yeah, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Why is Intel doing this, UFD Tech? Because they're behind. They're behind. They don't have the technology to advance forward, which is why they're releasing another 14 nanometer chip, which is the exact same thing as Skylake. We're just getting refined Skylake for the 4th time. They have nowhere to go. So the best thing they can do is increase the core and thread count, while maybe increasing frequency just a little. That's all we're going to get. And so they're stuck. They don't know how to make things that aren't new feel new. So what are they going to do? They're going to change the naming scheme. The i7 is now going to have 8 cores. That's amazing. You get an octa-core i7. That's fantastic. Oh, wait, there's an i9. I can get an i9 on my LJ1151 motherboard, my Z370. I can have an i9. Are you kidding me, Intel? That's so amazing. I always wanted an i9. Now I can buy one. No. No, Intel. No. Yeah, Intel's marketing department has just not understood what to do once Zen came out. Will you keep this stream on the channel or delete it after it ends? It goes unlisted. I put it in a playlist, which you can find it afterwards. But yeah, I don't keep it up as like regular channel content because it's not. I actually feel like I could run their marketing better, and I'm incompetent at marketing. Maybe we'll see. What do you think of that, guys, regarding 11 series from a board partner? I don't think the email's real. I'm not questioning that he might have gotten from one of his sources. I'm not questioning whether or not like he believes it's real information and thus he leaked it. I'm not questioning his integrity whatsoever. I just think the email is fake. And I don't think that's necessarily because he faked it. I just think it's fake. Like slapping duct tape on a rusted bumper. Yeah. When they figure out 10 nanometer, I bet they'll release the i10. i11. You're not a mean guy. I am sometimes. It's fake and... ... What do you mean, Psycon? Got to go. Cheers, Agun Pro. Thanks for dropping in, my friend. Like, there's nothing about that email that indicates to me that it's accurate. Like, I've read those types of emails. I have my own sources. I've discussed things with them. I just don't think it's real. I have my what is that? Whoa. What? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. I was seeing something weird. Never mind. Hey, what's up? What's up? How do I Goncalo? How do I say your name? For content creation work, I would say wait around at least a year until you can get an HDR monitor that actually has a wide color gamut, maybe even work 2020. Maybe. Possibly. If you want more cores or more PCI Express lanes on mainstream, I think 8 cores is good, and then more PCI Express lanes. Like, if we could get 30 to 40 on mainstream, that would be great. Knock, knock. Who's there? I feel Intel is preparing for something dirty and will cause issues for AMD like what they did before when they paid everyone not to work with AMD. Maybe. Cheers from Malawi. What's up? What's up from Malawi? How's it going? PCI Express mounted CPU, that's known as a Xeon thing, Project Larrabee. Do you think PCI Express 4.0 will be on X570 or B550 boards? Probably. Probably. That the timeline would make sense. Greetings from Chile. What's up, Case? How you doing? How's Chile cheating you? Is it Chile? Haha, play on words. Also known as a pun. i7-7800X is good with more PCI Express lanes. No. No. It's useless. Because the amount of PCI Express lanes it has is what, 28? Is it 28 or is it 24? Like, that's really not that much of an increase over the 16 that you freaking get on the desktop. It's garbage. Why do I get better stream frame rates using GPU encoding than the CPU one? I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about streaming encoding technology to answer that confidently. I'm sorry. G-Skill Trident Z 2933 CL16 RGB. Yeah, that should be good RAM. Is an R9 380X adequate or good for a work? It should be fine. Hi from Newfoundland, Canada. What's up, Dewey? How's it going? How's Canada treating you? Best graphics card at the moment for 1080p 144 Hz, at least a 1070, probably 1070 Ti. What CPU would I get with it? I would at least get an 8600K or a 2600. It's tough to really future-proof for high frame rate, 1080p, 1070 Ti, or 1080. Yeah. What if Intel destroys AMD with a consumer-grade PCI Express mounted CPU after they're not going to do that? Time in South Africa is 9:55. It's not 22:55. It's 21:55. What? Notice me, senpai. What's up, Cybraniac? How you doing? What's good? How's life going? 144p, 65 Hz G-Sync. Quick choose a GPU for me. 1080 Ti. Running 1440p at a high refresh rate is basically equivalent to running 4K at 60 Hz. Have you ever lied when someone asked you the time? I don't think so. By how much do you think AMD will beat Intel next year? Probably by about 5 to 10%. What's up, Joburg here? What's up, Werner? Is it Warner? I'm sorry. My American ways hurt my South African pronunciations. I failed you. Please forgive. Is a Vega 64 just a marginally faster Vega 56? Basically, yes. Basically. Nearly yes. I mean, obviously it has 8 more compute units, which you can't make up the difference for, but it's really not that big of a deal. And then you can flash a BIOS from the 64 to a 56 to unlock the memory overclocking so that you can get faster memory speeds. It's not as stable, but yeah, the Vega 56 is just a much better value than the 64. South Africa's time is the same throughout the year. That is true. We do not have daylight saving or any stupid crap like that. But are you getting the 8086K processor? I don't know. I don't know. Is it a good time to build a PC? I don't believe it is. No, I would not be building a PC right now if I was you. Hey, from Israel. What's up, Dragon Tech Royale 4K? You've already been talking to me. Have you not? I'm so confused. Hey, regarding a PC I'm building with a Ryzen 7 2700X or a Ryzen 5 2600X, I may use some Ripjaws 3000 or 3200 memory, not in the QVL list of my MOBOs. Will it work? Yes. Yes, it will work. Nearly all RAMs are just compatible. QVL is more about finances between RAM partners and motherboard partners than it is about actual compatibility. Dan from Chicago. NVIDIA or AMD for photo and video editing? It depends on where your budget is. Obviously, NVIDIA has the faster cards, which do allow for better CUDA acceleration, but OpenCL acceleration is fine as well. It just depends on your budget. Was that sound in the back? Yeah, it's the springs on the boom arm. I'm messing with it. I probably shouldn't be. I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot. Should I buy a 1066 gig now or wait? I would recommend waiting. The price is going to come down. I don't see a reason why it cannot come down. Greeting from the Pizza Republic. What's up, Rita? Are Core i3s and Core i5 Coffee Lake CPUs still safe? Considering that they should be dropping the Coffee Lake refresh next week, is the rumor? I would hold off. I would hold off. Right now, I can find a GTX 1060 for $270. That sounds like more than what we found a 1066 gig for. Why is my brain blanking on what the video we released last night is? I got daylight savings, but we were working in the government to fix it. Finland 1055 comes from that notion. Yep. Excuse me, sorry. Should 16 gigabytes of RAM be the norm? I prefer 16. I don't like 8. That's just because I do other things while gaming. I have things open all of the time. I don't shut things down just to game. And so that creates an issue with actually having enough RAM. $1060 for $190 is good. That's a cheap price, but I would just make sure that you're not getting a dud of a card, because that sounds also kind of almost too good to be true. No, that's not too good to be true. I don't know what I'm saying. 16 gigabyte RAM is minimum because Chrome is a memory vampire. Yeah, basically. Currently using 21.2 gigabytes of RAM. You're fantastic. You are better than me. How will 16 gigabyte be enough for gaming? Quite some time. I don't see it changing anytime soon because technically 8 gigabytes currently is enough for gaming. It's just gaming plus other things. 8 gigabytes is not enough. You have my brother's name? Oh, that's sad. I'm so sorry for him. 32 gigabytes of RAM for my system in case Blender has issues with rendering, so that's why I could only afford a GTX 1070. I mean, you got to do what you got to do the things you need to do. Are Intel new CPU free of meltdown inspector issues? Supposedly, they stated that they were going to be fixing them for all chips going forward, so I'd expect them to. I can't guarantee that, but I would expect them to. I have Comcast and I pay $120 for 60 megabits. There's no other ISP in my area. How many ISPs are there in your area? So there's only one there's only one internet provider, and that is the state-owned enterprise. However, there are many different ISPs who lease the bandwidth on the ISP provider's backbone. I'm not live streaming tomorrow. No, there's no live stream tomorrow. There will be one on Friday, but not tomorrow. Why people say the 1066 gig is much better than 3 gig benchmarks? The big differences are not big. Yes, they are. They're massive, especially for the price difference. The 1063 gig is a bastard card. It shouldn't exist. It has less CUDA cores, and it has less RAM. It is just a worse card. It should not be called a 1060. Will 1170 be enough for 140p 144 hertz? I have no idea. Probably, but I have no idea. I can't answer that question. I've never seen... We don't have any real benchmarks. Have you used Firefox Quantum? It's supposed to use less RAM. Yeah, I just prefer Chrome. And by prefer, I just mean I'm accustomed to it, and I don't want to learn a new web browser. GTX 1080s are under MSRP now. That sounds nice. Thanks for the subscribble, my friend. 1066 gig should be the 1060 Ti. No, the 1063 gig should be the 1050 Ti. And the 1050 Ti should be the 1050, and the 1050 should be the 1030, and the 1030 should have never even existed. Actually, 1180 would be a rebrand of a 1080 with the die shrink. No, I don't think it would be. NVIDIA would call it more optimized and smooth, meaning they'll slow down the 1080, while the 1180 won't be slowed down. I disagree with that. 12 nanometers isn't going to be a die shrink. It's going to be based off of the Volta architecture. It's going to be a refined Volta. It could be called Volta. It could be called something different. It's going to be based off of Volta to some extent somehow. Would be my near confirmed idea. Obviously, I could be wrong. With VRAM, either you have enough or you don't. If you have enough, more won't help. If you don't have enough, your performance tanks. Yeah, that is true. I'm always late to your stream. I'm sorry, Googly Googler. At least you're here now. At least you're here now. I'm glad you're here. 1180 16 gigabyte and 1180 plus would be 8 gigs. Do you mean the opposite? The opposite would make sense. I am burping more than Brett now, by the way. What? Burping? Should I take 1600 now and later Ryzen 3rd gen or Intel 9th gen for gaming? Intel 9th gen will probably be better unless you can wait for the Ryzen 3rd gen. If you can wait, then get whatever you need to get you by. Speaking of products that shouldn't exist, but you can buy a 1030 with DDR4 because we need all of that awesome performance. That is right. I don't know what's up with my stream on Twitch. I don't know why it's lagging. Actually, people have been complaining about it lagging ever since I started using the South African Twitch ingest. So maybe I just need to go back to the London ingest and see if that's any better. What's the chances of Intel bringing out carbon nanotube transistors next year? Probably pretty low. Love your videos, UFD. So glad you upload so often, and I don't know what I'd do without tech news now. Thank you, T-Hawk. Much appreciated. Will ray tracing have a huge impact on performance? No, I think the thing that they're trying to go for with ray tracing is not that it's going to impact performance. They're going to try to dedicate hardware that handles it kind of like a physics processor. That's the general idea of what I'm seeing. And then it will just negatively affect something like, the AMD cards, which don't happen to have the same, little ray trace chip on them. And so you'll see that games that support ray tracing, just like GameWorks, will likely, of course, be worse on AMD cards. I recently bought a 1080 Ti for the win for $600 from Craigslist. I'm trying to find a matching card for SLI, and the only other ones I could find are $900. Yeah, that sucks. When do you think a mainstream Intel CPU will have 8 cores? Next week. Let's hope it doesn't become physics, and then nobody will use it. Yeah. Well, I just meant in that it's a dedicated processing unit, not that it's like this amorphous thing that nobody uses. Does ray trace mean they will move from triangles to voxels? I don't know. Next week already. Where's the rumor sourced? The rumor, I forget where it was, but they said August 1st. Intel 8-core rumor for end of 2018. It's actually a rumor for next week. When do you think a mainstream Intel CPU will have 8 cores and hyperthreading? Next week. The i9 9900K is supposed to be 8 core, 16 threads. They would be launching that at the same time as the i7 that has just 8 threads and not hyperthreading. Ray tracing is about using 1 sample per pixel and then an amazing denoising algorithm. Okay. He keeps playing with the mic stand. It's his own fault. Yeah, I do. I do. I absolutely do. I'll work on my vacation days. With 15 for a 4-week, thank you. What are you even saying? I don't even understand what you said there. Do you think that 9700K not having hyper-threading is bull? Like, do I think it's a fake rumor? It's possible. It's possible. Just from the couple of sources that are coming through, it seems like it's likely true, but it could be fake. We'll have to see. It seems like it's real. I want to believe it's real. Because I just like shilling for AMD and I want to crap all over Intel. 1180 Gamer Meld said it in YouTube. What about it? 2x8 fine for SLI. GPU doesn't really benefit from more than 8 PCI Express lanes. Yeah. I mean, 2x16 would be better. Titan V needs 2x16, but yeah, you'll be fine with 2x8. Why hasn't profits went back up with coin going back up? I don't know. Sounds like an Intel move. That's right. Should bring your crew on camera more often, but they're home. They're home. They have no obligation to be in the office at 10 p.m. at night, and I'm not going to ask them to do that unless there's like something special happening. And there's not. There's nothing special. It's just a normal stream. Every time someone asks about the 1180, Jensen delays Half-Life 3 by another week. You've got it right there. So what's the point of the 9700K over the 8700K? You get 2 more threads. No, you get 4 less threads. You get 2 more cores. My math was bad there. You mean the i5 9600K? 6 cores, 6 threads. No, the i7 9700K is supposed to only have 8 cores and 8 threads. When do you think a mainstream Intel CPU will have 8 cores and hyperthreadings? Next week. I'll stop by for McDonald's run stream. Okay. How about you just bring McDonald's, Reese? We don't need to live stream it. We could just chow some McDonald's live on camera. AMD Zen now or go for Intel 9th Gen? It depends what you need it for. Do you need the high clock speeds? Because then the 9th Gen might be much better for you. Do you think cheap Z370 boards will handle 8-core chips? Technically, they should be able to, but I don't think the VRMs are going to be good enough, and I don't think the 95-watt TDP is going to be accurate. Because they're going to keep it at 95 watts, and it looks like from the leaks that we're getting, the 9900K says that it will run at 5 gigahertz boost. It will not do that at 95 watts. What happens if Turing and Navi ended up being rebrands? How would you react? Probably the same way I'm reacting about the 9700K news. Slightly perturbed. Not really that upset. If the i7 performs better for gaming, why do so many folks still brag about having an i9 when performance is worse? Because having an i9 is a branding thing, but also i9 has better PCI Express lanes and better memory support. So that makes sense. Like, it's not about faster speed for games. The i9 was never meant to be a gaming CPU, except for now it is. So, whatever. Stupid piece of crap Intel. Any confirmation whether or not NVIDIA GTX 11 series will include tensor cores? No, because even if we get like traditional benchmark leaks with the 11 series, the issue that we're going to have is that they're not, as far as I know, most major gaming benchmark tools are not registered to report tensor cores. They can report CUDA cores, but they won't report tensor cores. And so chances are not very good that we would know until it's actually released by NVIDIA. Should I wait and buy the 11 series Navi or whatever AMD's next gen is called? Don't wait for AMD's next gen. You'll have like nearly 6 to 7 months before those come out, as far as I can tell, if not more. Hello, UFD, my friend. Hello, all. So Intel, I don't know. I don't know either, Radovan. I don't know if any game engine uses those tensor cores. Well, that's the whole point of bringing out RTX, is that it will be baked into the API so that they can actually develop it. Do you think Intel will be able to compete in the GPU market? Maybe not in gaming. Hearing tense music? Any predictions on DDR4 RAM prices going down anywhere in the near future? Probably not. Will there be a PC build in the future? Loved your RGB. Yeah, we have one coming out. It doesn't have that much RGB. It's just a nice, clean, like black and white build. It has a few RGB accents, but yeah, we have a build that we filmed yesterday and should be coming out probably tomorrow, maybe Friday. MSI posted new GPUs today, but only 5 series with only new looking. Yeah, I mean, they showed those off at Computex. It's not like it's actually anything new whatsoever. Like, we've already even seen those. So, yeah, kind of sucks. Which is faster, 8600K or 7700K in all aspects? If we're talking all aspects, I take the 7700K. What headphones are these? They're the Sony W something or another. WH-1000X Mark II. Could HBM modules be placed on DDR sticks, or is it just graphical memory? It's just graphical memory. More cores isn't going to help gaming. Not at this point. It will. It definitely will. They will become optimized for multi-threading. It's nearly a guarantee at this point. I don't see how it couldn't, especially if Ryzen's going to get integrated on the next-gen mobile consoles. Everybody will just be developing for that. So, yeah. The 3200 megahertz Transit RGB 32 gig kit I bought runs at 2600 megahertz scam. Did I get scammed or normal to run on the Crosshair 7 Hero? It should be able to run. I would more chalk it up to your motherboard before I would your RAM. Make sure your voltage is set properly. Make sure you're at the proper timings, because that matters as well with the frequency. And then just make sure that you're on the latest revision of BIOS for the Crosshair 7. Do you prefer headsets over in-ears? No. It depends. They both have different use cases. Like casual, I want in-ears. Like work and more like intense stuff, I want over ears. Is a 6-core, 6-thread enough for gaming? Yes, it is. I want CPU with 5 gigahertz and GPU 10,000 megahertz core clock. Is that too much to ask? Yes, it is. It is way too much to ask. BIOS bin updated timings are 14, 14, 14, 34. Is that what it's rated for at 3200? I mean, it could be a CL14 kit, but Gaming is single thread for the most part? No, it's not. It is not. It is not. Like, it used to be, but it's not anymore. And like the number of benchmarks that we're doing where we're seeing 6 cores being maxed out to 100% with the 1060 or 1070 is a lot. It's not single threaded anymore. Battlefield 1 uses a lot of CPU cores. Yeah, the Frostbite engine does tend to use a lot of cores. A lot of modern games are using more than 1 core or 1 thread. Like that's not even a relevant argument anymore. They prefer better IPC, but not single thread performance. They prefer faster cores over more, but they don't prefer 1 thread. Where can you buy that lady thing in the background? Are you talking about those? You can get those at Best Buy. Okay, my friends, that is enough stream for me tonight. I need to get to bed. I'm going to call it an early night. I really appreciate you guys dropping in. I will see you in the next stream, which should be on Friday. Love you all so much. Bye-bye.